Hi, I'm Nick Cato with Leo Barrick, and today we decided to walk across the street from our offices to beautiful Coronado Beach to film this week's episode of Tax Concepts for Deal Professionals. Now, before you continue on, please stop, take a look of the description of this video, and look at the prerequisite videos and articles that we've listed out so you get the most out of this. That being said, if you've done that, let's go ahead and continue on. All right, so today we're gonna be talking about choice of entity and all the different tax shapes out there and why you should care as a deal professional. Hopefully you've watched all the other videos already talking about corporations, S corporations, partnerships, LLCs, disregarded entities, check the box elections, all that great stuff. Today we'll just recap some of that for you. Corporations, often depicted as a rectangle, are interesting entities and are commonly used as blocker entities or entities that are used in IPOs because the corporation itself is the taxpayer. Some downsides of corporations are that you often don't get a tax basis step up, and if you buy a corporation, you succeed to the most tax liabilities. You would inherit all tax liabilities, income and non-income tax liabilities. Partnerships, often depicted as a triangle, on the other hand, are not taxpayers themselves. They often flow out their taxable income to their partners who in fact pay the tax at the partner level. In these transactions with a partnership, you're actually able to get a tax basis step up like we talked about beforehand, and the tax liabilities that you inherit, assuming it's structured correctly, are generally limited to non-income tax liabilities, except some states may impose an entity level tax, which you could succeed to. With partnerships themselves, it's important to avoid that federal income tax liability to obtain a push-out election, which is a bit of a nerdy tax concept, but make sure your advisor, if you're buying a partnership entity, is ensuring that there's a push-out election in place in the documents to ensure that you don't inherit any of the federal income tax liabilities at the partnership level. The next entity that we're talking about and is depicted as a rectangle with a circle in it is a disregarded entity. Disregarded entities also provide for the ability to get a tax basis step up. And similar to partnerships, you often do not succeed to the income tax liabilities. And so the main focus on diligence are non-income tax liabilities. Finally, depicted as a parallelogram are S corporations. And S corporations are an interesting entity. They're kind of a hybrid. They are a corporation under local law. However, they provide for flow-through treatment like a partnership or disregarded entity in which most of the taxes are paid at the shareholder level. Now, there are some exceptions with that that we talked about in some of the prior episodes that I encourage you to go back and revisit. Now, with a S Corp, you are able to get a tax basis step up like a partnership or disregarded entity. However, you often have to make a special election called the 338 election, which again, we talk about in some of those prior articles. So make sure you refresh your memory on that. Now, later today, we're going to talk about some tax planning strategies that you can do with S corporations to not require a 338 election and still get you a tax basis step up. These transactions are commonly done in deals, and it'd be great for you guys to understand how they work and why we're doing them. All right, everyone, that's it for today. Thanks again so much for tuning in. Really appreciate your guys' time. Be sure to like and subscribe and visit our website, leobarrick.com. Thank you.